Hello, you're watching New Vision TV News. I am Rothy Naseje. Now, although Nelson Mandela died on December 5th, 5 years ago, his relationship with Uganda will not be forgotten soon, as many of South Africa's emerging and current leaders underwent an important formative phase of their careers in Uganda. New Vision TV traces some of Mandela's links with the people and the Republic of Uganda. Soon after his release from prison in 1990, Nelson Mandela visited Uganda, leading many to wonder what it was that made Uganda that special. Unknown to many, when Mandela was made the head of Mukhuto Wesiziwe, the ANC, in the early 60s, he needed friendly African countries to help with military training. He traveled to Ethiopia for his own training. During those years, before his capture and being put away for 27 years, Mandela was traveling on a Ugandan passport, at least as one of the travel documents used. Ugandan intermediaries also helped channel military assistance from Egypt to the ANC. In the 80s, as the struggle against apartheid intensified, racist South Africa harassed the frontline states so much that there was no place for ANC to train or operate there anymore. With bombing raids in all neighboring countries and Mozambican President Samora Machel being killed in suspicious circumstances, it looked like ANC was going to be wiped out. The ANC leaders, then led by Olivia Tambo, turned to the young government of Yoweri Museveni in Uganda for assistance. Museveni did not disappoint. From 1989 until South Africa attained independence, the ANC fighters and cadres were all trained in Kaweweta, the NRA's former training camp in the Luwero Triangle. As former President Jacob Zuma was to state later, many of the current leaders and officials of the South African government had their first military training in Uganda. South Africa has actually seen to the upgrading of Kaweweta Camp, Real Leadership Institute, and former President Jacob Zuma commissioned it. In his time after leaving prison, Mandela visited Uganda a number of times and also met President Museveni outside Uganda. In Uganda, where the country's main stadium is named after him, most people who met Nelson Mandela were struck by his humility. Veteran leaders, officials, and other Ugandans lucky enough to meet Mandela must remember the air of humility around the great man. Many remember when President Museveni wanted to introduce the great man to the infant king of Toro at a Kololo public function, but young Oyo was busy playing behind the VIP tent. Mandela humbly waited for Oyo to finish playing his games to greet him. On his first visit to Uganda soon after leaving prison, Mandela acknowledged Uganda's contribution to the ANC struggle in his speech thus: "Dear friends, thank you for everything you did to secure our release. The fact that we are here today and will have the possibility to participate in the process leading to the emancipation of our people is a result of your relentless efforts to break down the South African prison walls so that we could be free." Mandela passed on 5 years ago, 10 days short of the anniversary of the founding of Mukhuto Wesiziwe. Uganda played a major role in the developing of the army. Ugandans hopefully will continue to draw inspiration from the memory of the deeds and philosophies of their great friend Nelson Mandela. Moving on, a festival involves playing and having fun, which is instrumental or fundamental for brain development in children. About 80% of the things children learn are through playing. That is why even in school, most of the topics are taught through play and having fun. That is Florence Nachuala Chinji, the Minister of State for Youth and Children Affairs. Now hailing Vision Group's innovative packages for children, Chinji said this weekend's Total Christmas Festival was an opportunity for parents to have time with their children and for children to socialize with other youngsters. Moving on, female legislators are victims of sexual abuse by some high-ranking government officials who promised them ministerial jobs, a female MP said. Now, a lawmaker made the revelation at a prayer breakfast meeting for religious leaders organized by the Church of Uganda and Side by Side, a faith-based movement for gender justice at Fairway Hotel in Kampala. The meeting was part of the activities to mark 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. Now, Side by Side is a growing global movement pursuing transformational change for gender justice. And in our sports news, swimmers Fadil Saleh and Nabil Saleh, a vice-mayor, and Selina Subi leave today for the FINA World Championships in China, determined to win Uganda medals. The swimming championship will take place in Hangzhou, the capital of Zhejiang province of China, from next Tuesday. Now, Mase advised the athletes to be composed, support each other, and be focused to win Uganda medals. You're still watching New Vision TV News. I am Ruthi Naseje, and in our Daily Pearl of Africa series, we look at the beautiful Lake Bunyoni. Now, Lake Bunyoni lies in the southwestern part of Uganda, known for its fresh waters. Lake Bunyoni has attracted so many people, regardless of tribe, culture, nationality, to at least spend most of the exciting days of the year at its shores. Now, rumored to be among the deepest lakes in Africa, swimmers never see that as a hazard to exercise their swimming skills. Let's take a look. Lake Bunyoni is located between Kisoro and Kabale in the southwestern part of Uganda. The view of this lake has got romanticists visiting it each and every now and then. Now, the shores are incredible, with lodges built around to give any tourist a memorable stay. Its 29 islands are concentrated in the central part with few settlements. These are a blessing to a few schools and tourism. Now, various activities to expect from Lake Bunyoni include camping, fishing, swimming, farming, sunbathing, among so many activities. Punishment Island, Bushara Island, among other islands, have a rich history that you'd love to understand when you spend a few days at Lake Bunyoni. Now, for more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website, which is www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures, so grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories. Now, that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website, which is www.newvision.co.ug/video. You can also catch us on our social media platforms. Facebook is The New Vision, Twitter is @NewVisionWire, Instagram is @NewVisionWire, and our YouTube channel is New Vision TV. Remember, you can catch up with me on my Twitter handle. I am Ruthi, the Voice. Thank you for watching. See you next week.